Hey, Jared with RealSimGear. Today we're going to talk about the RealSimGear G5, and that's shown here as our bundle, which includes two G5 units, a desktop bracket, and each G5 unit has its own 3.5-inch display, is totally independent, so you can have one or two or three if you want, but essentially a common configuration to have two like this, one acting as your primary flight display, one acting as your HSI. And the G5 hardware is designed to work with the AFM G5 software, which is an add-on for any of your aircraft in X-Plane. It also works with the Sim Innovations G5 gauge. The G5's really common. It's very common in general aviation aircraft. It's a really common upgrade. So when people are replacing an old steam gauge panel, they'll typically put one or often two of these to replace the attitude indicator and HSI. And it really does increase the level of information you have available at your fingertips. There's a full miniature PFD which shows your attitude indicator, airspeed, altitude, and also a lot of your GPS settings, autopilot settings and that sort of thing. It works really well with the GFC 500 autopilot, so you can adjust your heading bug and your altitude, and it'll come up on the G5 displays. G5s have a USB, HDMI and power inputs. They can be mounted, as I said before, in a desktop bracket or in your own panel or any of the third-party panels. And they're a really great way to get you your primary display instruments here if you don't want to use, say, an iPad or something more sophisticated to get you all those things. The G5s are really compact, self-contained, and a great way to just declutter your home cockpit. That's the G5. Any further questions, please feel free to contact us, info@realsimgear.com.